Learn Chinese vocabulary in the native speaker's way. I'm sure you'll be good at it. Hello everyone, welcome to this course. This is Lan 老师 who specializes in Chinese vocabulary learning. In lesson 1, we'll learn words about family members and characters. There are 4 groups, 27 words in HSK Level 1, with 23 useful phrases and sentences, covering 77 common words in daily life, just in about 10 minutes. Let's get started. Commonly used words include 爸爸、妈妈、哥哥、姐姐、爷爷、奶奶、弟弟、妹妹。Please read after me. 爸爸、妈妈、哥哥、姐姐、爷爷、奶奶、弟弟、妹妹。You can sense 2 characteristics. First, these words are repeated twice with a single Hanzi. Second, the pronunciation of the second Hanzi is not exactly the same as that of the first one. To be precise, the second word is very light, just like mom and dad in English. We call it a neutral tone, 轻声. These words are same in structure, but different in usage. 爸爸、妈妈、哥哥、姐姐 are the nearest people in the family. And when you address these people in person, you can also say only one Hanzi. For example, when you go home, you say, 妈，我回来了. Mom, I'm home. 妈，我回来了. 妈，我回来了. Another example, 我姐姐比我大4岁. My sister is 4 years older than me. 我姐姐比我大4岁. 爷爷、奶奶 are rarely shortened. Most people are accustomed to calling them 爷爷、奶奶, while some people in some places also call them 爷、奶, but not too many. 弟弟、妹妹 is younger than our own. Direct address is often called a more intimate name. Only when the introduction will say 弟弟、妹 or 妹妹. 这是我妹妹. This is my younger sister. 这是我妹妹. 这是我妹妹. These are different usages in daily life. If it is in formal occasions, such as the formal introduction of family members or novels to introduce the relevant characters, it is necessary to use the complete form. So, when introducing ourselves and our family members, we say, 我叫等等等. 我爸爸是老师. 我妈妈是医生. 我有一个姐姐和一个弟弟. My name is 等等等. My father is a teacher and my mother is a doctor. I have an elder sister and a younger brother. 我叫等等等. 我爸爸是老师. 我妈妈是医生. 我有一个姐姐和一个弟弟. We can summarize these words in the mind map. This will make it easier for you to remember them as a whole. Group 2, 男, male. Male in Chinese is written as 男 with 田 field on top and 力 strength below. In ancient agriculture societies, it was men who worked in the fields. However, 男 is seldom used on its own and is usually followed by a noun to form a new word. 男人 人 means person or people. So 男人 means man. For example, 这个男人 this man. 这个男人这个男人。孩 means kid. So 男孩 means boy. People in northern China like to use retroflex final. 男孩。男孩 usually refers to kids less than 18 years old. For example, 一个小男孩 a little boy. 一个小男孩一个小男孩 If you can't pronounce the retroflex final, it's okay, because many Chinese people also find it difficult to make this sound. So there's another word, 孩子 instead. In fact, 孩子 means child, relative to parent. For example, 你有孩子吗？对，我有2个孩子。Do you have a kid? Yes, I have 2. 你有孩子吗？对，我有2个孩子。你有孩子吗？对，我有2个孩子。But for 男孩 or 女孩 we will learn it in a minute. We can also say 男孩子、女孩子 without using the retroflex final. Read after me. 男孩子、女孩子。In ancient Chinese, 生 as a word means student. Now we use 学 study with 生 together to say 学生, the student who learn from teachers. Thus, schoolboy in Chinese is called 男生. For example, 我们班有10个男生. There are 10 boys in our class. 我们班有10个男生。我们班有10个男生。男生 also includes college students. They are young and usually not married. So nowadays, it's very popular to say 男生 when young guys talk about young men. For example, 你觉得今天认识的男生怎么样？ What do you think of the boy we met today? 你觉得今天认识的男生怎么样？你觉得今天认识的男生怎么样？朋友 means friend, but 男朋友 doesn't mean male friend. It refers specifically to boyfriends. For example, 她男朋友在北京工作。Her boyfriend is working in Beijing. 她男朋友在北京工作。她男朋友在北京工作。If you want to say male friend, you should say 男性朋友 male gender friend 男性朋友 Again, here's a mind map of these words as a summary. Group 3, 女 female 女人 The opposite of 男人 man is 女人 woman. For example, 那个女人是谁？ Who's that woman? 那个女人是谁？那个女人是谁？ Everybody knows the famous book written by John Gray. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. In Chinese, we translate as 男人来自火星，女人来自金星。男人来自火星，女人来自金星。The opposite of 男孩 boy is 女孩 girl. Little girl 小女孩，小女孩。女孩 is the same as 女孩子 but you can say 小女孩 while you cannot say 小女孩子。 Also, 小男孩 not 小男孩子。Please remember this. The opposite of 男生 schoolboy is 女生 schoolgirl. For example, 我们班的女生比男生多。There are more girls than boys in our class. 我们班的女生比男生多。我们班的女生比男生多。女生 is also used often when young guys talk about the young lady. For example, 那个唱歌的女生你认识吗？ Do you know that girl singing? 那个唱歌的女生你认识吗？那个唱歌的女生你认识吗？男朋友 means boyfriend, then 女朋友 means girlfriend. For female friend, you should also say 女性朋友 female gender friend. The mind map of these words for you. Group 4,儿, son and daughter. 儿 means child, but it can no longer be used on its own. We use a noun suffix 子 after it as 儿子 son. For example, 我儿子今年5岁。My son is 5 years old. 我儿子今年5岁。我儿子今年5岁。For daughter, we use a female adjective 女 before 儿 to make a popular adjective plus noun structure compound word 女儿。For example, 我有2个女儿。I have 2 daughters. 我有2个女儿。我有2个女儿。Also, the mind map of these words for you. Okay, so that's everything for this lesson. We learned 4 groups of 27 words with 23 useful phrases and sentences, covering 77 common words in daily life, just in about 10 minutes. That's amazing, isn't it? Review this lesson till you can draw the mind map of all the words, phrases, and sentences by yourself. This is much more important than just watching this video. Go on to the exercise book with more kinds of exercises which can help you better grasp the specific usage of these words. Give your answer and the reason why. I will discuss with you as well. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to give a thumbs up and recommend to your friends. I'll see you soon in the next lesson. Bye bye, 再见。